welcome to episode 21 of the D20 Babes. I can't remember what I called it. It's on the screen there. What is it called?
What is it?
The Great Divide.
Oh. That was the name of my first novel.
It's awful. I read it.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's actually it's like a 17-chapter fanfic.
The Great
this
Divide.
camera's all
Wow.
over.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put
blood.
that
No. I'm just kidding.
I'm gonna have
Me
to
too.
Google that later.
I'll show you guys. I'll just leave it here.
Shannon. Okay.
Don't even.
Alright, so welcome everyone to this is our first episode back with the regular crew. We're really excited. How you guys doing? It's been a while.
Woo!
Good.
Tired.
But it feels good to be back.
It's good. Alright, so do we have any other announcements other than the stuff we need to talk about for the donation buying potion stuff?
No.
No?
No, well, we have to do our traditional announcement. So that's who gets the advantage dice.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah. So this is who's going to get this trophy. The trophy symbolizes an advantage dice. So you as viewers know who has it. And also a reminder to ourselves that we have it, which we never remember. So this trophy, we shouldn't even use it. We should just throw it out the window because
No, but sometimes we do need it.
but
Yeah,
we don't
that's
use
true.
it. Yeah, we tend to forget even with this giant trophy in front of us. But so how it works is if you hashtag D20 Babes with an S on Twitter and just
Or meat bunnies too.
or Meat Bunnies. Yeah, actually either one. And just mention your favorite moment of the night. So it could be a funny line. It could be a really awesome kick-ass moment. It could be a sad moment. It could be anything. Just anything. And then we pick somebody from that, the most mentioned one through the list. And they are the person that essentially gets to award us the statue by
But
who
we're
we
doing it
mentioned.
randomly this time.
No, we're not. No, we have a
Oh, we're not?
carryover. We have a carryover from because we didn't get to mention her.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
this is from episode 19.
Oh.
This is a carryover. So we've been waiting. This
Oh, okay. Alright, fair
okay,
enough.
so it's not random.
She's like the record keeper.
I'm the
Yeah.
record keeper.
There it is. It's like
I got the ledger here.
I know.
I'm the bookkeeper. So mention goes to Nicole Spoony. We like to refer to as Spoony. Yay for mentioning the moment where Shriella. Dun, 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 dun.
Yes!
So,
Oh my god!
Nee gets the statue.
I will use it. I will use it.
She says, "Go tell him we're having an adult conversation with some knights." So that was during a battle that we had where we got swarmed by a bunch of knights and
Okay,
having adult conversations.
All right, there you go. So let's start off, I guess, with thanking the list of people who have become members.
More records.
Meat Bunny members.
Yeah, so very, very special mention to our very first members. We have a new system going, and it has to do with you being able to have more of an input on this game and being interactive. So our very first members are. First mention goes to the Wild Rose 79.
Thank
I know
you.
who you are.
I'm the actual very first person to
Yes.
become a VIP member. So thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Cool.
Thank
And
you, Shelly.
everybody else.
True meat bunny.
We're all true meat bunnies. But yeah, that's awesome. Sure. Second mention goes to Fender Saxby. Third mention goes to Nia Anderson. I think he was actually sitting
He's
here.
sitting right
Yay! Fourth mention goes to XOSKEL10.
Oh, skeleton. Okay.
Yeah, Skeleton.
Exoskeleton.
Oh, cool, yeah!
I'm slow.
Such a good name, but we're like,
I didn't know. I'm like, XO. You have to go. Okay. And then fifth mention goes to Skeeter47.
yay!
Seventh mention goes to Exosob X. Exosob X.
Ozop.
Yeah, that's why I thought
I just want to get the names right so everybody else can follow them too. These are your guys' Twitter names and also, some Twitter names. Please put yourself out there with the hashtag MeatBunny so the community can follow you as well.
Yep.
And last mention is again Spoony.
Spoony.
Yay! So you guys have officially affected the game. For the purpose of this session, we're gonna put the potions in action.
Not yet.
So, not yet. All right.
There we go.
Not right this second.
All right.
But yeah, so all of those people have become VIP members, which means that they have created a NPC within this world. So if you would like to donate, down at the bottom of the page, there is a section that says donations, and it has a bunch of potions and stuff. So you can click that, and that brings you to the donate page. If you donate $20 just one time, you become a VIP. And that means that you get to create your own character, and you can send us what race you want to be, what class you want to be, and where in the world of Faerun you want to be placed. So that can be anywhere, and we may come across you one day, and you can become a part of the game. And that also means that when you donate for potions, you can send a little message to specifically the person that you're sending it to in character. We'll be reading those, so that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Wait.
I want to do it just to like mess with you guys, but I think that might be conflict of interest.
Yeah,
Totally.
I think so.
And I think I know. I think I know.
You know if it was me?
Because you'd be like,
I'm like, read it. Like,
I'm like, I think this is yours, Jen.
all those like inside jokes or embarrassing moments. I'm like, read it out loud. Oh, I'm just evil.
Alright, so if you did contribute and you didn't give us the NPC information and stuff like that, I have written up there on the donate page now all the steps that you kind of can do with buying a membership or a VIP and potions. It's all kind of listed there to explain a little bit better. I don't think we were quite clear on it last week, so hopefully that clears up any of the issues that we had last week. So yeah, today as a special this episode, if you become a VIP now, between this right now and the end of the session tonight, you get to give a free $10 potion, so kind of the lowest tier one, but it still comes free with that membership. And just follow the same rules that are listed on the site there, who you want to give it to, and a little message that you want to tie to it. So that's for this session right now.
So excited.
I'm like,
And anything else? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
All right. So episode 21, The Great Divide. So we left off. Oh boy, what happened? You guys had an encounter with Malar, and he basically was trying to convince you to join his cause, and he basically said that he was going to be this changing tide that was going to balance out the world because civilization had gotten in the way of nature and was crushing the small person in its icy grasp. And so you guys had a fairly long conversation with him, but you were attacked by the regional barony, which ended in pretty horrific bloodshed, but it was stopped, and most of the battle was contained, only a few casualties, and you convinced Malar to take a more peaceful route. And that's kind of things were left off with Malar. He stayed back in the town that you were staying in, and you followed this boy that you had saved, Leaf, who had wandered off into the woods, and he was following a bird. And when you arrived in the woods, you very quickly felt that you were being watched, and it was true. Two people revealed themselves to you at the end of the last episode, Scout and Maven Olive. And that is exactly where we left off, them rising up from the underbrush of the forest on both sides of you, and making themselves known. At that exact moment, something else begins to happen.
Oh,
no.
it's already difficult.
I know, I'm like, I'm scared. That's what happens when we wait too long.
Yeah. You give Curtis a DM time to come up with more stuff. That doesn't sound good.
No.
Oh. That's actually like maybe in good.
Oh.
It's what?
Just
Oh my god. No more creepy children.
Suddenly above you, you see a crack of electricity form in the trees all the way around you in this giant glowing circle. Cracks of lightning streak between the trees, forming almost a symbol above you, some kind of archaic rune. And it starts to manifest all the way around you. You hear the crackle of a crash of energy. And you see above you a whoosh. Well, you hear a whoosh, and you see this downward blast of air as all the leaves shake loose from the trees and come straight down on the three of you in particular. And as that flash of light blinds you, and you can start to see slowly again, you see a pair of feet slowly descend from out of this overhead sparkling portal and slowly lower down. And as that happens, you see a full form start to drop and float down towards the ground. And this is what you see. And she floats straight to the ground. Let's put a little music on here, Charlotte.
Amazing art.
Yeah, I know. Like scary, but amazing.
Yeah. Scary.
Creepy, but cool.
That was from
This one. Always this song.
She lowers to the ground, and Scout and Maven Olive disappear just for a moment out of your minds as this woman descends to the ground and her eyes are kind of glowing and the smoke rises out of them. And you can still hear those weird childlike voices whispering in the woods all the way around you. Your feet settle down on the ground, and she stops right in front of you. And her eyes slowly, as she blinks them, the smoke disappears and they just return to normal. She exactly looks like that. She looks at the four of you gathered in the woods. Special delivery! I have some potions purchased for you. My name is Starla, the intrepid intergalactic traveler, and I have some supplies for you that I have procured and that have been purchased for you by... I guess your name has traveled around the globe. So, here you go. And she reaches into this giant bag that did not exist before, almost like a portal within her arm, and she starts taking things out of her bag and handing them out to you.
You jerk. I'm like, what god are we dealing with now?
It was scary.
So this is her.
So she hands potions out to all of you, handing out 2 potions to each of you, except Van only gets 1, and as she passes them around.
Thank you.
Oh my god, I want to drink it.
I know.
You're like so cute. Shreya this bag with mystical stuff. She's like,
So these are our health potions.
Yes.
oh my god, I'll be like a gummy bear.
Gummy bear.
Do you remember the gummy bear?
Totally. Just,
Yeah.
I forgot all about them
Good
until
old
this
times.
very moment when you. I don't know if you want to hold one up to the camera. So first level, our first.
So there you go. That is the potions that were contributed tonight by our VIP members.
Yay! Thanks for sending such a scary NPC.
I know, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
We thought we were gonna die.
These are the donation potions, and this is how they will manifest through Starla, the intergalactic intrepid delivery person. And she has delivered these potions. Now, the girls can use these potions. They are magical items, and they will heal them a certain amount of hit points. They have to drink them, though. So I just want you to keep that in mind. And they don't know what's in them.
Oh, we know.
Damn.
It's okay.
It's just like that added, like, I don't really want you guys to survive.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
in case you do it.
I actually want to smell it.
You can smell it.
Can I smell it?
Yeah, we can smell it. Give it a sniff.
Ooh.
Yum, yum. Smells like cough syrup.
We're like,
It smells like good cough syrup. If that's
It
any
smells really good.
cherry.
yeah, cherry.
I want
Yeah.
it now.
I know.
Well, you're like, I'm at full health, but I'm thirsty.
Glug, glug.
All right, so there you go, guys. So that's how it's gonna work in the game. So you will see it actually presented to them, and I've created a new NPC who will now be showing up periodically, probably throughout the story as well. So you can look forward to that. And again, that is open for today. If you purchase a VIP membership, you will get to give a free potion to the player of your choice. Also, stay tuned to the end of the episode. We have an announcement that is pretty cool, pretty important. It's a mix of different things, but we'll get to that at the end of the episode.
Question.
No questions.
No question. What if do we get to keep these if we don't use them that week, or do we have to use them the week that they're given?
No, they are permanent.
Okay.
If you don't use it, just write it down on your character sheet, and we will refill it with fresh juice.
Thank you, Tella.
Alright, there
That's
you go.
like a potion! Ooh, look cool. Wow,
Oh, come on, we're all gonna be bidding for like I want that potion.
Yeah.
Thanks, like we're all
Thank you so much! Alright.
As quickly as she arrived, she hands out the items, and she zips up this dimensional bag that just kind of opens up when she lifts up her arm, and she zips it up and it closes, and she just like with a crack of lightning, everything flashes, and you feel this whoosh of upward energy, and these electrical sparks rip through the trees, and that portal explodes in a shower of sparks, and is gone.
Nice entrance.
So
that was cool.
you can hear
I
a
like
voice
her.
off in the woods, and it's Olive. She's like, shit. And we will start the regular episode now. So you guys are surrounded on either side by Olive and Scout, who have noticed this thing happen and are a little confused. And you see Leaf is just staring up in terror at this magical sky woman. He's very happy that she's left, leaving the four of you quietly regarding your two people that you have traveled with before.
Oh. Olive. How are you?
You're already looking at the wrong camera.
How are you?
So she slowly wanders over, and she's looking at all of you. One eye at you, and the one wanders across the rest of you. And she doesn't obviously recognize you, so she doesn't pay too much attention, but the three of you she does for sure. And she's like, I'm okay. How have you been?
Go ahead. How did you know we were here? Did you get the bird message?
No, I never did receive any message. You simply disappeared. And I just decided to try to return home.
Oh, is this your home?
This is not my home. I encountered, and she points to Scout, and he starts to wander over as well. I encountered him along the way, and he told me many things, and I think you need to have a conversation with him.
Thought you were going to the mountains, Scout.
So Scout enters in, and he nods. I needed time to reflect on everything that had happened. I left in a bit of a hurry, and I apologize for that. My emotions got the better of me. But this isn't the place for us to have a conversation. We're too close to the town.
Why? What's happening in the town?
You were there. You know. I tried to communicate with you, but unfortunately, it appears you dispelled the magic from the stone.
That was you.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Whoops.
we've just had a lot of cursed items come our way, so we were just being extra careful. Sorry about that.
It's alright, I understand, but luckily we were able to lure you out here with a bird. He looks at the boy. He did encounter him briefly. And are you taking care of this boy now?
Yes.
And he looks to you, Scout. So I'm going to refresh everyone's memories about these NPCs. Some people might not know who they are. Not that person. Is it this one? Nope.
It's a liar.
So that's Maven Olive. And that's Scout. So He wanders forward, and yeah, he's. We need to go further into the woods. Maven, Olive, and I have a camp set up there where we've set up there for the last day or two, and we've been tracking Millar's movements and watching him. But the closer we are to town, the more dangerous it is. He reaches out his hand to you. I am Scout. I don't believe we've met before. Where's Leah?
She's no longer with us, Scout.
I must say I'm not surprised given the company that you kept with the kindred spirits. I'm sorry to hear of your loss. I truly am.
It wasn't the kindred spirits.
What happened?
She had fallen in battle, but I'll avenge her eventually.
Well, unfortunately, there's no time for that right now. You guys are involved in something very serious. But please, I don't want to remain here much longer. We're in danger.
Well, are you concerned about us being close to the town when you tell us this news? Why do we have to leave?
We need to be a distance from the town. We are not even a half hour's walk away.
I'm gonna use insight.
Yeah,
me
Go
too.
Oh, so good. I was gonna just keep asking questions.
Oh, 18.
Ah, 19. So, 20.
No, you got 10.
And you're
20.
Yeah, I'm 20 as well.
Wow, what?
The two that never usually.
Yeah, no.
So he seems to be genuine. You don't feel any sense of danger. He seems like he is worried about being this close.
Well, Scout, you came through for us before, sort of. And then you took off.
I had things that I had to look into, and I was right about them. So he looks back to you, and sorry, your name is?
Alex.
I'm Scout. I've met your companions before, 6 months ago now, I believe. It's been a long time since we've seen each other. I was there when they encountered the kindred spirits, and I used to be a guardian of the Grey Wood. But I've left that life behind.
Yeah, Alex isn't furry. She's cool, and they control it more now. So you don't have to be so worried.
I wish it were that easy. Please, this way. And he starts to walk towards the woods. Olive just gives you kind of this knowing nod. She's like, it's okay. You need to hear what he has to say.
Okay, I think we're all right, guys.
I know. All right.
Well, I'm just gonna try to whisper to them. We should be on guard anyway. I don't know who to trust anymore. And Scout, I saw him talking to ghosts. I still don't like that.
And so we're still whispering. I'm like, yeah, remember? They said the Scout was one of the gods.
Yeah, Millar claimed that he was the god of the forest.
Exactly.
Sylvanas.
So who's saying what?
Yeah, I don't know. So
Let's just be on guard.
yeah, I don't know. I don't like us being led away. Keep your eye open for traps and ghosts. Ghosts.
Is Leaf coming with us?
Yeah, he stays pretty close to
he
Alex.
needs to.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe you should go back to the town.
I don't like the idea of letting him go back there. Who knows what could break out any second. Everything seems so tense.
I just hope that he's not taking us away from town because we're gonna fight him. He's just trying to protect people. Actually, he probably doesn't care about people there.
I don't know. Olive is pretty.
She smokes a lot of moss.
I know. All right. Well, we do need to know what he's trying to say, though. I think
Okay.
that's really important.
Yeah. Okay.
We're getting someone saying we have a hum in the background. Do you guys have any clue what that would be? It's probably the computer fan.
Ooh, I hear
there
it.
is a
No, there's like
Yeah.
a weird sound.
But
There's
it
a
seems
fan
like it's
on building.
is
the bathroom fan?
If it's really noticeable, we can turn the mic sensitivity
yeah. Is
down.
it the
So just
mic
let us know, chat.
sensitivity? Yeah.
I think it's just the fan on the computer.
There.
Oh,
That-
that is.
What?
It
How is
went
that
away.
with it? The hum's gone now.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, it was the back.
I think
Yeah.
Fan? Oh, okay.
Oh!
Maybe.
All right. Sorry, guys.
We were like,
So you continue forward, following Scout and Maven Olive further into the woods, and you hike for an hour. He moves masterfully through these woods. He doesn't leave any trace whatsoever as he walks. You are starting to notice it now. Something that you probably didn't pick up on before, but you've been traveling in the woods for so long, and now you as a druid, you are starting to notice these things. And yeah, he doesn't leave a trace. He continues to walk forward, and Olive is behind him. And she looks back every so often, but she doesn't talk to you too much. She looks to be really filled with just worry. Like, she looks like her demeanor's changed a lot. She was a little bit more like lively and such before, but now she seems to have just quieted down. What are the four of you doing? And Leaf is there as well. The four of you doing as you follow behind for an hour as you traverse the woods.
I'm just holding Leaf's hand, making sure he doesn't go off the trail or anything again.
I'm just going to try to use perception to see if there's animals around, like if it's quiet, like all the animals. Sorry. And also try to use my anti-allergy spell. I don't see if there's any animals around, like if it's gone quiet, like in the Grey Woods, or if I can hear birds and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can like figure out where we're going, at least so if something bad happens, we can find our way back.
Okay.
Kind of mark our trail somehow.
Okay. So you can make a survival check to do that, and you can do the same thing. A perception check for you, actually, Petunia. What are the two of you doing, Van and Alex?
I'm just carving stuff, like a little bit distracted, carving stuff in my guitar.
Just carving, etching stuff into it. Okay.
Yeah, just playing with Leaf, keeping him distracted.
All right, and he's fairly easy to distract. This to him is an adventure, so he's very excited just to be going through the woods, and he's got you guys there. That makes him very happy. You guys continue on for a while, and eventually you arrive. You can see a little bit of a clearing, but it's disguised very, very well. You can actually. Well, what did you get for your perception check?
Oh,
Actually?
sorry, it's 12.
What did you get for your survival?
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So you know exactly where you are. You know how to get back from the direction you came. So you don't really notice anything out of the ordinary, and the woods seem actually fairly normal. They're not weird like some of the woods that you've been in before, where it's too quiet or it's too loud.
Yeah.
And seems okay. And you only really start to see this clearing once you're almost upon it. It's so well hidden and just naturally part of the woods that you're walking into it before you really realize it. And it is a small encampment with 2 tents. Sorry, I'm just gonna switch the camera here. And there's like a small little fire pit that they've made. You can see that have had a fire there before, so they have been here for a day or two at least. And there's a couple logs next to the fire, and Olive goes and she just wanders over and sits down and goes through her bag and just pulls out something to eat. And she holds out food for the rest of you in case any of you are hungry.
Yeah.
Scout sits down. What has Millar told you about everything that's been happening?
He's told us many things. I think that he's been very. He's probably been the most. I've understood what he was saying, which is good. Some people I'm very confused by. But he doesn't seem like a bad guy. He's really big. And he's really tough, but he seems pretty misunderstood.
He was mostly talking about the civil wars going on, everything political. I know he definitely isn't liking pretty much anybody in the city there, so we're kind of worried about his stance on civilization.
When you say that, his shoulders sag. He just looks visibly tired. That's how it started last time. What else can you tell me?
Maybe it'd be easier if you explained what happened last time or what you know, so that because this is all new to us. So we might not know what is good information.
I need to hear what you have to say. What I say will taint what you were going to say. I must know what you have endured since I've last seen you.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot of things. I got to have a god live inside my head, and then we went on a ship and
Which god?
Shar. She's pretty cool. I really like her.
She was actually able to use some of her abilities as well.
Yeah. And then Rin, who's
How are you certain she's still not there?
because she won't come and help me anymore, and she won't talk to me anymore. I thought she was talking to me, but it was Malar. But I asked for her help. But now she has Rin, so I get it, because Rin's better than me. At everything.
I don't know who Rin is.
Rin's
Unfortunately.
good.
She was part of the Justicar, the bounty hunter, who's now lost her faith.
She was paladin.
As a paladin, so...
A tier.
What else do you know?
We know that the gods are assembling under Malar for change. Justice, I believe, is what...
They told us about the past, and they said nobody remembers it. But they were persecuted, and
Right.
things used to have more balance.
Yes, they're saying that their return will ensure the balance, because what happened originally was people had made the choice that they were, not good, or that their followers did things that were outside of their beliefs. But
Of course.
And then I saw it for myself. I saw the scene, a horrible scene of death and destruction of Shar's followers that were murdered just for following her. So I understand that they feel they've been persecuted, and then they banished them for all of time. Just so they can, the new people aren't really that good. They might have even come and taken over the lands of my family.
Olive looks up she's just got a cooked chicken leg that she's eating. She looks up. Exactly what you said, Scout. It's all coming true.
What do you mean?
Scout looks over to Olive, he just nods. This has happened before. It all started like this a long time ago. What are you doing here, young one?
Just watching. What?
Why are you traveling with them?
Well, I basically was told that I have to. That I need to basically get out of the house more and, live life, have adventures, be a kid,
Told her not to come.
Not like
She
I
wouldn't
wanted
listen.
to.
He looks at you as you crunch on these giant
They're so delicious, though.
Wasabi
dried
peas.
peas. He clearly looks annoyed.
I think that was a subtle hint.
You're a follower. I can see and have a sense of your aura. You believe. Follower of Mask, I believe.
Maybe.
I'm a little skeptical about why you're here.
Like I said, I was sent out to help them. They're looking for something and I'm here to help.
Do you trust her?
I do. Do you have a problem with her?
Yeah.
I have no problem with her, but I need to know that she can be trusted.
She's proven herself for us.
She's my friend, my old friend. You can trust her.
I guess if she's good enough for Van, she's good enough for me.
I understand trust has been a really hard issue as of late with everybody.
It's going around, yes. Well, I think I know enough. What happened in the village? What did Malar ask of you?
He just wanted to be our sort of friend.
I don't believe that.
He wanted our advice. I mean, I haven't seen much yet, but they've seen a lot more than I have. I know they've experienced a lot of things lately, and he wants an outside opinion on what to do about the situation.
He said that he's too out of touch, so he wants people that have seen the world and have a balanced. We all are really different, so he wants us to be like tell him our opinions.
And what is your opinion of Malar?
That he looks like a giant jackalope. Kind of. He's cool. I like him.
He's got a hot temper, and he would have killed half of Damara right now if we hadn't talked him out of it.
It's true. Alex actually had a big conversation with him and convinced him.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
listens.
Which was
He listens.
it surprised me as well. I mean, before when I met Malar, I didn't trust him at all, and I'm a bit on the fence now.
It's time I tell you who I am.
You're a scout.
Yes.
You're a god?
No. I wish.
Are you
It
gonna
would make
turn
things a
in?
lot easier.
Are you gonna turn into a giant slug creature now?
No. Malar is my brother.
What? You guys look nothing alike.
We wouldn't. We are both sons of Sylvanas. I've been in Farron for a very long time. I've seen ages come and go. And I had forsaken the world and left everything behind to live in the Grey Woods. But it all just keeps coming back to me.
So-
Malar started off, as you would describe him, cool, I suppose is the word that you used. We were never very close, but he is still my brother. He did many awful things to this world. And it started off with good intentions that quickly escalated to the slaughter of thousands. And he had to be stopped. And I had to destroy him.
So you're the one? He said it was the new religions that stopped him.
This is a long time ago, but I remember it very clearly. I am from the Cormanther Wood. That is where I was raised. As was my brother. This is over 1,000 years ago now, but I will never forget the day that he chose death over reconciliation. You talk about Shar showing you visions of what happened, but you did not see the whole picture. The slaughter and the evil and the death that they rained down on all of Farron. What you saw was the end of their time. The only choice we were given. I know they will try to tell you that there's no such thing as good or evil, but I can assure you, with everything that I've seen, there is. And Malar is starting to do it all over again. I do not know how he came back. My guess is that what happened in Cormanther with the war and the corruption of the woods, that somehow his essence was reborn. I left that place when the wars broke out and the elves left. I'd had enough.
Who did he kill? Like, who was he against? He said he was just...
Anyone that did not believe the same as he did.
I thought he was just trying to kill people that were hurting nature. So bring
That's
balance.
how it always started. And then it turned into whatever was convenient for his cause.
So
He's
what?
very dangerous.
So what now?
You're close to him. You've spent some time with him. Unfortunately, you bear his curse. That is why I was broken and why I left. I had to find answers if he truly was back. This time he used an organization called the Kindred Spirits. He's very smart. He believes in what he's doing and he believes in the people that follow him.
He said that Kindred Spirits used him. He didn't even know what was going on. That they just were took his magic and made it for their own. It was in not fraction, but in just what did he call it?
I can't remember.
He said they made it like a it's not what his
What, like a self-serving vessel, like where they kind of misinterpreted?
like a corruption of his magic. That's what he said.
Well, I mean, who better to answer that than Olive?
Yeah, you're one of.
Olive just nods. She's like, the curse has been getting worse. You've only seen a small taste of it. It gets worse.
How are you doing?
I had to flee the city because I killed a lot of people. I can rarely control it anymore. The longer it is within you, the more you are at the whim of the one who controls the curse.
Who controls it? Malar.
Yes.
So it's not the Mavens that have corrupted and changed it. It started with him?
Yes. He's testing his powers. That's also how it began. He tries to create new versions of his curse, and sometimes it goes horrifically wrong.
Yes, he did say that it was not meant to be this way, that we were the mistake.
It's the first step. It's the first thing that I noticed that long time ago. I believed he had the best intentions. I questioned his motives sometimes, but when the corruption began, it was undeniable.
Well, why does he care about us? I mean, if this is true, then wouldn't we eventually find out? And so why does he just kill us now?
He sees value in you, I suppose.
Why?
You admitted to me that Shar had taken over you at some point. You're connected to this now. They're all coming back together. All the ones we destroyed. I'm sure you're aware of that by now.
Yes.
So it has to be stopped before it gets worse, and it will.
What do they want?
They want their power back, and the more people that follow them and worship them, the more powerful they will get.
And I assume if we don't agree with them, then we'll just be destroyed
Yes.
eventually.
What happens if they have a lot of power? What do they mean? Do they want to?
He believes in what he told you. He believes he will bring a balance, and it will start that way. It will, and he's already been doing that. But it always overflows into something bigger.
He said he could put an end to the wars in Vasa, creeping into Vasa.
That's because there'll be no one left to fight it. Only those who choose to follow him will survive.
Because there's a lot of bad people out there now. You know, the Lich King isn't around, but there's been a lot of religions and people that I don't want to be around anymore. What if these old gods can live in balance once they've taken
They
over.
cannot.
We're pretty doomed.
So what can we do?
I was surprised to hear, Alex, that you were able to stay his hand. That, to me, is very surprising. It seems that he was actually wanting your counsel. Maybe there's a way that he can come back. But history has not shown that to be true.
That's been my thoughts. If we've been able to change his mind once, then what makes you think that it's gonna go the same way every time?
I don't know if he was genuine in that or not.
You think that maybe he did it to gain our trust?
Very likely. He always keeps a counsel close to him. He did last time too. People that he trusted that he manipulated. And eventually his curse corrupted them as well, just by being with him. They saw the world through the same lens that he did.
How did you remain separate? You're his brother. How did you know
We
that?
share a father. A divine father. I'm not as susceptible to the curse and the corruption as mortals are.
Can I roll a knowledge religion to see what he's hinting at, or if he's hinting at something else?
Sure.
The we share a father. Oh, not very good. 11.
You remember in some reading that you had done back at the temple, some of the history around the wars that broke out 1,000 years ago when these gods were destroyed. Again, all almost told in like fables, but they're still required reading. You remember that when all these things were happening, a long time before that, there were gods that manifested in physical form and had children with mortals in Faerun. Of course, that was all rumored as well. Many people didn't even believe that was possible. But it could just be that Sylvanas fathered both of them with different women.
So where could we start to fight this? Like, I can't even think of how to get out of this. Wow. I need the power of a god to fight a demon. So,
Why?
because I'm not strong enough to kill her on my own.
Relying on such a thing is dangerous, especially if it is someone like Malar or, as you said earlier, Shar. They will corrupt you. You will lose who you are, especially if you are seeking vengeance.
I don't really know who I am, so I don't think it matters much. But I don't want to see people being hurt that are innocent. I don't want to see the animals and wilderness being destroyed. It seems like that's already happening.
That will happen. It will become like him, fierce and feral and dangerous. It's not the way it's supposed to be. He's a deviation from what is intended to the natural order of things. He is corruption, as are the others that were destroyed. You're part of this now. Perhaps there's a way that you can convince him. I'm willing to let you try. But I'm here to destroy him before he becomes too powerful.
How do you intend to do that?
He looks over to Olive, and she just gives him a slow nod. If it's the two of us, that's what it will be.
I guess if anybody could destroy him, it would be his own you. You know him more than anyone.
I can't do it on my own. I have nominal powers, but he does as well.
Do you have enough power to kill a demon? Or a half demon?
I suppose. I'm getting that, yes.
Well, do you have information regarding the other gods? Like, have they met up with Molar yet? Like, what kind of a chance do we have?
They're gathering their forces right now. I know that Belsharoon has recently come back as well.
Yes, we knew about Belsharoon.
Do you know what that means?
That-
this guy.
I mean, Belsharoon is the god dealing with death?
Yes, to some degree. There is truth in that. If he's back and his power has been restored even in the smallest degree, the dead can come back.
We saw that
Yes.
with an orb. That's how we met her. It wasn't a good thing. It's not supposed to happen.
I'm not talking about the undead. I'm talking those that die can be returned to life.
Like, fully?
Yes.
Really?
It is not something that...
But that can't be a full life.
No. There's always... It's a corrupted magic. It's tainted. Just as anything with Molar, anything that he touches is tainted. So too are any that come back through the power of Belsharoon.
What do you mean they're not? Are they still them?
I know you're thinking of Leah. I think what he's trying to say is if we brought Leah back, using the power of Belsharoon, she'd be back, but she wouldn't be her. Something would be off because it's not natural to do that. Is that interpretation correct?
Yes.
Like her soul might be not the same, or...
Yes.
What are the limitations on that? I'm trying to gauge how fucked we are. Like, is that all dead bodies? Do we have skeletons just getting up again?
Right, like how... Right, can they...
Or like
That
fresh
is,
dead bodies?
that has never gone away. That is something that practitioners of necromancy have always been able to do. That's not tied into any deity or any religion. That can be done through weaving arcane magic. That has never gone away, but the ability to bring those that have died back to the living world in their form has been gone for 1,000 years. And with good reason. All of these people must be stopped. And it sounds to me as though Shar found her champion already.
Yes.
You spoke of this Rin.
Yeah.
When she has something to believe in, that faith is very strong and unbroken.
Yeah.
So, yes.
She was really sure of what she's doing.
Sorry, I just gotta turn up the mic here. People are saying we're hard to hear.
Oh, ooh.
That's
That
unusual.
never happens.
What?
Maybe because we're whispering.
There we go. Tell us if that's better, everyone.
Okay.
Well, yeah, Rin. If Rin had any doubt, she wouldn't do it. She thinks she's doing the right thing.
Rin lost her son, and that's how Shar connected to her.
And she almost lost her friend.
Yes.
The most dangerous part about what you've just said is that she could try to bring her child back. And the connection that Shar has to Belsharoon, that's very likely that will happen. And the price that your friend will pay will be the stuff of nightmares. She will be the champion of Shar. Her power will be endless.
Okay.
I've always told not to how bad it is to break the balance of nature. And when people are dead, they're dead. But in this new way, are they happy coming back? Is there any part of them that's still there?
Of course they're happy to be back. And life goes on as normal as it can for a time. But part of them is missing. I can't explain it any other way. You just have to see it to understand. The barrier has already been broken. I've sensed that for a time now.
I know some people that would not be happy coming back. So,
Yeah, I don't
like
think...
the Petunia, Petunia, the original Petunia, the Pixie Queen. When she died, she was ready to go. So she would not be happy. She'd be really pissed if she came back, especially because she doesn't have a body yet.
That would be a big thing.
He shakes his head. Okay. Yes, you're right.
She was very wise, and she was happy to move on.
Alex, what is the Church of Mask feeling about all of this? They were always dealing with these issues in the shadows. I know that they worked both sides, but ultimately they came to our aid when the time was right. And they also took many of the powers that Shar used to hold. Is that really why you're here?
All I can say is the Church of Mask still stands with you.
You didn't answer my question.
Why I'm here? I'm interested in finding out more about these gods and whether or not they are actually going to come back, just as you are.
It's been a long day for both of us. We've spent most part of the day watching and meditating. We were very surprised to see you arrive in town, but our hearts are lifted by the fact that you are here. I think that perhaps Sylvanas has brought us together again. You must be tired as well. There's a lot of things I need to think about. You are welcome to stay here. We have ample room in the tents. There's plenty of food if you need it. I need time to think.
Thank you for your generosity. I don't know if we've decided whether we'll stay or not, but...
Very well. He gets up and he walks off into the woods, leaving the four of you and Maven, Olive, and Leaf at the campsite. Just gonna flip it to you guys.
I don't know. I mean, he's letting us go. I wonder if we asked Malara the same thing, if we said we just wanted to go our own way, if he would be okay with that.
I'm thinking the same thing, because right now I'm terrified about the fact that we've been gone for hours, and we don't know if he's gonna come looking for us. We don't know if he's waiting for us to come back.
Yeah, maybe we should go back. If we're not in immediate danger. We just won't tell him about this.
Olive, there will be a way for us to communicate with you. I mean, if we have to go back.
I will remain here with Scout. He's protected me and he's been kind to me. I will stay here with him. But yes, if you need to go, we understand. You just needed to know the truth. And you, too, Van, Shriela, you need to know that it's going to get worse.
Like, should I not be sleeping in the same room as them?
I wouldn't advise it.
I mean, we're at that place now where we can control it, but I mean, that's what you said before. So.
Yes.
I want you to know, Olive, we did send a messenger after you, a bird messenger.
It's
We
fine.
never leave you.
I know. I had to leave. I'm not proud of what happened in the city, but I'm happy to see you again. And I'm glad that most of you are here. I'm really sorry to hear about Leah.
Yeah.
We are too.
And after all this is done, maybe we can talk about this little revenge that you have been going on about, Petunia.
Yeah.
But that can be a conversation for another time. Whatever you have to do, I will be here.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I feel like us staying away any longer from Malar will cause
Suspicion.
exactly.
Yeah, I don't want to put us in more danger. Yeah, we should go back.
He's got quite the temper.
He does.
Witness that.
That's kind of why I don't want to be not on his side.
That's not a good enough reason, Petunia.
No, but think about it. Maybe he showed us that on purpose. That side of him, he didn't need to do that. Like, he could have used just half of his power, snapped his fingers, and killed all those guys, but he showed us exactly how strong he is. And maybe even not everything.
Oh, exactly. I mean, he knows that it takes a lot to scare us, so I think he probably did that for a reason.
Like showing off. I was just really impressed by it.
We'll see, it worked.
Yeah, it did. I was like, he's very strong.
You're probably the toughest critic out of all of us, so there you go.
Oh, I'm a connoisseur.
Violence!
Violence and mayhem.
Yeah.
Fine chicken wings.
And meat buns. So,
Well, I know the way back, so
okay.
we'll keep in touch. Just because we leave doesn't mean that we haven't heard you.
And I won't dispel any more rocks.
She laughs at that. I probably would have done the same thing. My life is so fucked.
Rocks falling out of the sky.
Yeah, carried by strange birds. I get it,
Yeah.
totally. I told Scout. I told them. They wouldn't listen to me.
Yeah, we're pretty we're a nervous, jumpy bunch right now.
I understand. You guys can all make perception checks.
18.
Wow.
11.
I got
16.
11 as well.
18?
So 18, 16?
11.
11.
Oh, you got 11?
Yeah.
Okay.
16.
Yeah,
So
16.
you got, okay.
Yeah. Weird.
He just assumed not you.
You guys hear back in the direction you came from. It's just slight sounds of movement through the woods.
Did you hear that? I think we might be followed.
What? I didn't hear anything.
You guys should get out of here.
Yeah. I step in front of Leaf.
Okay.
The direction of the sun.
All of it. Scout, hide.
Yeah.
Or get out of here.
Well,
I think they're already.
Well, Scout, so he's not in the camp. He went
Yeah.
off for a walk, and Maven Olive is standing just with you guys as you were about to prepare to leave.
Yeah. I think. Can you get out of here or hide?
I suppose. What do you hear? She's gonna make a
People.
listen as well. She's like, you're right. I hear something too.
Go. What time of the day is it? Is it night now? Or is
Yeah, it's closer to the evening now. Yeah, it's dusk.
Okay, maybe we should go towards the sounds and lead them away from the camp.
You're getting closer
Yeah.
the longer you stand here.
Oh
Let's
my
walk
God.
over there.
Yeah, towards the sounds.
You're gonna go towards the sounds?
So
Yeah.
where's this?
Okay.
Of course we
You
are.
guys start to walk towards it.
Of course we're not.
Olive's like, no, I'm not gonna hide. So she walks with you. What do you want to do with Leaf? Do you want him to stay with you?
yeah.
Okay. You guys walk about 30 feet back in the direction you came. You can all make new perception checks.
Oh no.
Oh,
1.
18.
18. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
We're
Very
connected.
careful.
Yeah. 22.
Okay, so the three of you, yeah, Olive doesn't see it, but you see kind of expanding out in pretty much like a wide arc around you, about 60 feet out. You guys crossed kind of a marshy, like a lower level in the woods. It was a bit marshy. That's on the edge of the camp. And that's kind of where you see through the thick den of trees that there's a bunch of animals moving closely towards the camp. You got 22, Petunia?
Yeah.
You see striding directly towards you, straight ahead, kind of at the center of this arc of animals. You see Malar walking forward in his human form.
Probably not going to be able to lie my way out of this one, guys.
What do we need to lie about?
No. Okay, I'm not going to talk.
Yeah, we can't really say like, hey, your brother's here. Like, he wants to
We'll just say
kill you.
No, we just
not
said that
here.
we found Olive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. She's
Okay.
here.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Leave.
So they stop. All the movement stops.
Leave.
All the movement stops. And he steps forward enough that you can see him in a clearing through the woods. What are you doing out here?
We were patrolling and exploring.
She's
Leaf
lying.
was just
We were
playing
following
and
Leaf.
we yeah,
We
took
we
off.
lost
We were
him, so
worried.
we didn't want him
Well,
to
I
get-
was patrolling and exploring. They were following the kid.
That's her patrolling.
Deception checks.
Didn't I guess Sarah wasn't going to talk?
I know, and you're like the first one. She's like, oh, just so you know.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
19.
No, I rolled a 1. Oh my god.
You should have seen our rolls from the other night. We had like so many
I
shots.
rolled
know.
5 20s, yeah.
Yeah.
We took all the 20s.
So
So I got 3.
he kind of shakes his head. I suppose. But did Leaf set up a camp just behind you?
No, that's Olive.
And he looks over to Olive. Oh, yes. I recognize you. And you look back at Olive and she's fucking terrified. You even hear her whisper under her breath, "It's Malar." And they've met before. So he looks to her. "How have you been, child?" And she doesn't answer. She's just standing there frozen. "What are you really doing out here?"
We were following Leaf. He was walking towards this tree. We ended up finding Olive here, and well, I don't really know her, but
He cuts you off. Breathes in real deep. And he snorts. "I smell my brother out here."
He can do a sniff check.
Oh my god, even in human form?
Yep.
I sniff right.
I know.
He's got a plus 20 to sniff.
He doesn't even have to roll.
Damn.
You have a brother.
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's nice.
What does
Why
the
don't
Malar
you-
brother look like?
Yeah.
Call him out.
Why don't
Yeah.
you tell me?
wait, Scout's your brother?
He looks at the two of you. "I'm in your brain."
Oh, I know.
Think something else. Think something
It was all somewhere like,
Ghostbusters moment with
Tell me what is happening out here. I saw through your eyes. I may not be able to hear what you say, but I can see through your eyes. Why have you met with my brother?
It was really by chance. We had no idea that he was here. It just happened.
I mean, that's how we first met him. It's by chance.
Make perception checks, all of you.
Oh my god. We weren't lying. We're being so honest.
Scout takes off.
5.
19.
Yeah, you hear Scout.
18. Yeah. so Scout.
I got 21.
If you get 15 or higher, you hear steps coming from behind you out of the woods.
Man.
Who got 15 or higher?
I got 18.
Alright,
I'm so excited.
so you look back and you see Scout standing there.
Oh no.
And he just shakes his head. "It's come to this, brother. 1,000 years you've been gone, and you're back to the way things were. So disappointed." Malar just leans back and he's like, "Oh, you always judge me, brother. Always. You drove the blade through my heart. You traitor. Millar looks at the four of you. You are to be my counsel. And you meet with my enemy.
In order to be your counsel, don't we need as much information as we possibly can get about all of the goings-on, both political and religious?
Make a persuasion check.
It's very true.
At 20.
Scout steps forward next to you. She's right, brother. Doesn't have to be the same. It can go differently this time. Lara looks at the four of you still. What has he told you? More lies, I assume.
Seems like you guys don't get along.
He killed me.
So he told us.
That would do it.
I suppose he told you it was a righteous murder. The people that he slaughtered, my followers, families, children. Did he tell you those details? Tell them, Scout, how you murdered children that were followers of mine. Scout doesn't answer.
How can kids follow somebody? They're too young to make up their minds. My parents never made me follow anybody.
That was your choice. Some do believe. His hands are as red with blood as mine. He claims the high ground. He always has. But he has killed as I have killed. But he believes he's right.
Is that true, Scout?
Scout, he nods. Yes, it happened. There were unfortunate casualties in the war, as there is with any war. But we had to stop him. Do not believe his lies. He will always try to convince you that he's doing the right thing to strike back against the powers, the ones that stopped him before. But there was a reason we had to do it. You have to remember that. Millar steps a little bit closer and you can hear all around you the animals are moving in the woods. And Millar just looks at the four of you with one last kind of glance at Scout, and he says, I've brought an army this time, brother. Where's yours? And Scout looks to Olive. And she just kind of gives him a slow nod. I have no army, brother. I am at your mercy. If it has to go down this way.
But why does it have to go down this way, Millar?
Because he will destroy me. He's not here to just simply watch. He is finding my weaknesses. That is why he is here. He is here to kill me. Did he not tell you as much?
But he is one man.
He's the son of Sylvanus. He's not just one man.
He's a vegetarian.
And he will probably use you to do his dirty work. As he did last time.
Care to explain?
You're asking Scout? Or Millar?
Millar.
He would never be the one to actually wage a war. He would get others to do it for him. Yes, he turned the blade on me and ended my life. But his followers, monsters. So my counsel, I look to you. He will kill you because you have been at my side, and I call you my counselors. I'm sure he tried to sway you another way. But there's no right answer here.
You're right. There's no right answer. Looking objectively at both of you, you both seem to think that you're right. You both know that people who are followers of another religion can do terrible things. I don't see you being any different than your brother.
We're not so dissimilar. We used to be friends.
Well, if Scout's pretty passive, and you seem to be the opposite with things. What if you guys work together again? Then maybe you balance each other out. Why don't you be friends again?
Balance is what you said you wanted, isn't
Yeah.
it?
He's here to destroy me.
Maybe.
But he could be swayed.
Yeah. Maybe you guys can.
Scout doesn't say anything to that.
Perhaps. I mean, it's worth at least an opportunity.
Why don't you swear an oath not to kill each other, and then you can just argue about how things go, but maybe you guys can both make things better. Things aren't great right now in the world.
Make perception checks. 18 or higher.
18, 19.
23.
Wow.
So the three of you very subtly notice that Millar's form is starting to change and his horns are starting to jut out from the sides of his head. Last time you had me at a disadvantage, brother. But this time, the tables are turned. My counsel is speaking that we would work together, but we both know this will never be true. And Scout does a nod. You're right. You and the rest of your kind that were destroyed, you were never meant to come back. And I'm here to see that happen. So he looks to you, Millar looks in your direction. So, counsel, we will not be swayed from this course. Decide.